I've been in Boy Scouts for almost 4 years.
I first joined Scouting in the 1st grade, and then I transferred into Boy Scouts in the 6th grade, and I'm now in 12th grade.
I've been a Scoutmaster for about 7 years now in Troop 10. 4 years as Scoutmaster, 3 years as Assistant Scoutmaster. Being a Scoutmaster, you're in charge of roughly 30 boys, and you've got a lot of adults and parents that are looking for guidance from you and to kind of manage the troop and make sure that things run smoothly.
Some of the things we do are we go backpacking, and so that's where you take all of your gear with you and everything's on your back.
There's a lot of responsibility, and at the same time we go on camping trips and we go places, and so we need to make sure that the boys are safe in all circumstances.
We go on monthly camping trips, and so it's nice to see different areas of the state and different places around here and different parts of nature.
I first got into Boy Scouts because when my dad was a boy, he joined Boy Scouts, and that inspired him to have me and my older brother both join Boy Scouts.
I first got into Boy Scouts through a flyer at school, and I went to the meeting to check it out, and I immediately got hooked.
The reason that my boys are both in Boy Scouts is that I wanted them to have an opportunity to learn these skills, to learn about leadership, to learn about first aid and camping and all the fun things that go along with it. I think it's a great opportunity for them to build friendships with other kids, other boys their age. So I thought it would just be a good place for them to learn good values, good morals.
In the real world, one of the biggest fears people have is public speaking. And through Boy Scouts, one of my roles is the honor guard. So I lead a flag ceremony in front of hundreds or thousands of people. And so through that, I can talk to people in big crowds, and it's easy for me.
Eagle is the highest rank in Boy Scouts. It's not very easy to achieve, and it's very honored in most communities.
For Eagle, you have to create your own service project, so it really helps to build a sense of community and bonding. For my service project, I help to rebuild and repair old playground equipment at my preschool. And so it was nice we finished it and we brought it there, and it was amazing to see the kids play on it and sit on the benches and go over this ramp that we made, and it was really heartwarming.
The project that I'm going to be doing for my Eagle, that I'm going to be completing very soon, we're going to renovate the garden at my old elementary school that I went to. We're going to be fixing it up so that way they can be more efficient with the food that they provide to their students.
To me, Scouting is a bond that you get with my other Scouting brothers that I have in my troop, and it really helps to give back to your community through service projects that we have.
To me, Scouting isn't about the outdoor skills that we learn. I feel it's more about doing the Good Turn Daily, about helping other people in our community. Just recently, we did the Scouting for Food. We went around trying to get donations, so that way during the holidays, homeless people can have food to eat.
Scouting's had a great impact on our life because once a month I get to go camping with my boys. I get to spend one-on-one time with each of them, and as the three of us, we get to go and do these fun activities. And it just forces every week, every month, that we have regular interactions with each other.
What I like most about Scouts is the relationships that I've been able to create and the bonds I've been able to make with other Scouts in the troop.
I applied the oath and law to my daily life by trying to be kind and friendly to people I meet, and if people are struggling on something, try and help them out to the best of my ability.
Apply the Boy Scout slogan and the Boy Scout motto to my life because first off, for the slogan, it's important to do Good Turn Daily to help other people in the community. It just every day makes someone else's day a little bit better. And for the motto of be prepared, it's important so that way if we go on a camping trip, it's better to have something and not need it than you not have it. And it's important to be prepared for what could come.
Before Scouting, I was shy, and it took me a while to open up to people, and since joining, I can talk to people easier, and it's not as hard for me.
Boy Scouts is really important. I believe that in Boy Scouts you learn skill sets that you won't learn in other places. School doesn't teach things like leave no trace and taking care of the environment. and you learn things like first aid, and you learn about how to tie certain kind of knots and life skills that boys will learn or use for the rest of their lives.
Originally, when I joined Boy Scouts, I was kind of shy. I didn't understand anything about leadership, how to lead a group, and now I feel like after my 4 years in Boy Scouts, I understand what it's like to be a leader, the struggles, the time that takes, but also different ways to get around that, how to engage boys. I feel like all those skills are really important that I've learned from Boy Scouts.
Most importantly, I think Boy Scout teaches boys how to become leaders and how they can be leaders in the community. We're a boy-led troop, so our boys decide who their leaders are, and they elect their leaders, the other boys, to run the troop. And then they have to learn how do they get people motivated and how do they inspire people and get people to do things. So there's just great lessons that boys learn in Boy Scouts that they're not going to learn anywhere else.